What's up, guys? Brian Mara, the virtual entrepreneur, here once again. We have a very special guest today. Joining us today is James Levins. I've known James for quite a few years now. I actually met him through his brother many years ago in the real estate industry. And, I like to bring different people on that can provide value, right? I like to bring people on that have done very specific things in life in the world of success. That comes guys in many different backgrounds, right? We've talked to so many people, whether it's real estate, investing, network marketing, healthcare, attorneys. I mean, we've brought on a lot of people, and we're going to continue to do this, but I'm very excited about who we have on here today. So what's up, James?
What's up, man? Good morning. Good morning. How we making out?
Good, man. Doing real good. So for those people who don't know you at all, why don't you give us a little bit about your background? I think you have an amazing story.
Thanks,
And when I heard it first, it wasn't that long ago. I mean, we've known each other for a while. I didn't really know your whole background.
Yeah.
And maybe it was just a month or two ago, and you kind of shared with me some of the things you've overcome and what you've been able to do because of those setbacks, right?
Yeah, man,
and I
absolutely.
think that people want to hear that. They're going to want to hear that because there's a lot of people struggling right now in many different areas of life, and you've gone through your own struggles. So why don't you give us a little background on who you are?
Yeah, man. Entrepreneur since diapers. And, it's funny. I grew up in a big family, bro. I'm one of 6 kids. We had 3 boys, 3 girls. My parents, we all lived within like 5 miles of each other. Very close family. Very blessed for that, man. Very thankful. And my parents just always teach us, you got to believe in yourself and anything's possible. And I started out as, the old school days, man, paper out at 12 years old, set some goals. And I wanted to get a horse when I was a kid, bro. And it sounds crazy coming from my area where I live because we don't have horses here. But I wanted one, so I got a paper out when I was 12, and I crushed it, and I made some money, and I ended up getting a horse. And that started my entrepreneurship journey to where I am today at 39 years old, man. It's crazy. But I've owned a bunch of companies, and my favorite story, kind of my claim to fame in entrepreneurship, was in high school. I'm sure a lot of people can relate with me. I wasn't the best student. I respected my teachers and my elders. My parents used to teach me to always give them respect. But as far as academics, man, I was horrible, dude. And it sounds crazy. It's funny, but when I speak on stage in front of a crowd, I say, I graduated 5th in my class, and everybody claps. I'm like, no, from the bottom. You know what I mean? From the bottom. So I graduated. I almost didn't graduate. I went to summer school every year, and I don't recommend that. That was stupid on my part, but I learned a lot. But my favorite part about high school, man, was junior year, I had different teachers and a guidance counselor tell me that pretty much since I wasn't academically smart, I wasn't going to college, it just wasn't my thing personally, and a couple other things, that I never amount to anything in life. Now, they didn't tell me you're a loser, James, but it's kind of like in their own terms pretty much said that I'd never be successful. And
I pause right there, dude. Because I guess I had it worse than you, because when I was a senior in high school, there was a teacher, and I won't say his name. It was a long time ago, but still. And I'll never forget, he cornered me in the hallway one day, and he said, "You are no good bum. You're never going to make anything of your life. And one day I'm going to find you, and I'm going to kick your ass." I'm like, okay.
All right, cool, man. I'm right
17
here.
years old, man. I'm like, okay.
I love that. And I'm not going to talk negative, but I'd like to see where that guy is today, bro.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I'm proud of you, bro, because you know what? Look at this. And fast forward, you never let his negative opinions affect you. Maybe you did at the time, or maybe you didn't. Who knows? But you learn from that person, right? And you thank them at the end of the day because they're not you.
Yeah.
And that's what with these guidance counselors, these teachers and stuff, they told me I'd never, be successful and all this kind of stuff. And again, I remember like it was yesterday, the guidance counselor, we started, since I wasn't going to college and stuff, he just told me that you'll never be successful unless you go to college, get a degree, look for all that stuff. And that's fine if it's for people. I respect that. But for me personally, wasn't for me. And then we started talking about vision. And he said, "Do you want a family when you're older? Do you want a nice car? Do you want a nice house?" I said, "Yeah, I'm going to get all of that." And he said, "Not with that attitude." I said, "You know what? My favorite car is a Porsche 911, and I am going to buy one of those cars one day." And he laughed. And Brian, what's funny? I went home that night, told my parents that I was very upset about what he told me. And my dad and my mom told me, "He's not you. Obviously, you respect him because he's an adult, but you don't have to listen to his negative opinions because you can do anything you want if you put your mind to it and believe in yourself." Exactly. So, dude, the next day, bro, true story, man. My dad bought me a Porsche keychain, and he said, "Anytime you want to envision yourself driving that Porsche, you know what I mean? Put this on the key ring of your 1985 Chevy S10 pickup truck that was worth $500." And he said, "Every time you're driving, envision yourself driving that car." And bro, I started a moving company junior year in high school, man. became very successful, and I paid cash for a 911 Porsche, bro. And I pulled in the senior year, and I backed my white 911 in. And you know what? A, they thought I was a drug dealer because you can't buy a Porsche as a 17-year-old kid. But B, I learned a lot of lessons from that. I learned that when people want to give you their negative opinions, look at the source, okay? Take it, look at the source. If they're not where you want to be in life, if they don't have what you want in life, don't listen to them, man. Don't listen to their opinions. And that kind of catapulted me to where I am today. And it's funny because I've been an entrepreneur, man. It's funny. People laugh at me, okay? But my passion is business, right? So I love to take businesses, start from the ground with my network, build them up to success. And honestly, if I love them and I keep rocking, I keep doing it. But if I don't, if I start losing passion or maybe it's time to move on, I sell them, keep a residual most of the time, and I let somebody else. I literally hand a turnkey business to another young entrepreneur or whatever entrepreneur. So I've owned a photo booth rental company. People laughed at me for that, dude. I was booked 5 days a week, man. Like back in the day, crazy. I owned a limousine company. I owned the first mobile auto detail company in the whole Northeast up here, way years ago, man. And I used to go to people's houses and detail their cars. So it was like a bunch of stuff, and I love that. But my big claim to fame was I was in the car business. I used to be a car wholesaler, and we were doing 500 plus cars a month, man. It was crazy. 500, like that's a lot of cars, right? And what that meant was I worked 7 days a week, man. And it's cool. But the problem with that was I had no time to sleep. I had no time to do anything and enjoy my life, man. So, that was a great time in my life, and I did good financially, but no time equals you could die tomorrow, bro. And at the end of the day, turn around, you have a big bank account. That's great, but who cares? Yeah. You didn't enjoy your life, right? So then I know you're familiar, man. I got in the network marketing industry. And you know what's cool about network marketing, man? I didn't realize at the time is that you can create freedom if you want it bad enough. And again, a lot of people fail in network marketing, and I'm going to talk some smack here. The company didn't fail, you failed. And I will say that as an entrepreneur because people think that just by saying, oh, I want to join this company, that boom, I'm going to make 100 million. It's called reality. It doesn't work that way. And dude, you've been in the trenches. That's why you're successful, because you understand what it takes to be successful. Instead of being an overnight, you got to chop at it and work at it, right? So I got involved in network marketing. And I'm very thankful, man. I just found a great mentor, number one. Surrounded myself with successful people, number two. Not a bunch of losers who are trying to drag me down from success. And number three, man, I just had the mindset, bro. I just said, this is a way for me to get some freedom back in my life. And I don't care what it takes. I'm going to crush it. And I'm not here to say, look at me, but in my company, out of a couple 100,000 people, I shattered the record for fastest in company history to hit the top level with zero network marketing experience. And I've shattered a bunch of records. I've mentored a lot of individuals, not just personally on my team, but in the company itself. And I've built wealth meaning my friends and my circle, not just in network marketing. Because, bro, you can appreciate this, man. I love the network marketing industry. But what I do is I take the income and the knowledge and all that stuff from network marketing, and I start other companies. Okay, I start other businesses as an entrepreneur, because your passion might be what your network marketing company offers, but it might not be, okay? You might not wake up every day and go, oh, I love living this thing every day. You might appreciate it, but my passion might be like cars. I own a car dealership now because of the network I've built and because of the income I have and residual and stuff. So now it gives me options pretty much, man. But that's my entrepreneurship journey. And then, bro, the final thing is.
Well, hold on, before you hit the final thing, there's one thing about that I think it's interesting, because a lot of people are like me, or I should say how I was, it wasn't until not even 3 years ago, man, probably, well, you figure December. So coming up on 3 years ago, when I first attempted network marketing, and I did very well, and I rose to the top, and I applied a lot of the same success principles that I've learned and used in every business that I've started, cultivating people, building teams, positive motivation, reinforcement, and obviously working your ass off. But so I'm 45, dude. So 42 years old is when I got involved in the industry. But for 42 years, I wanted nothing to do with it, right? Yep. I always thought, well, that's a pyramid. That's only the people at the top make all the money, blah, 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 blah.
Yep.
First of all, how many years ago was it that you got involved in that industry?
2010, bro. 2010. So 10 years.
10 years. Yeah. So there's going to be a lot of people watching this that are real estate professionals, that are doctors. They run hedge funds. Yeah. I mean, I have a very unique network of people. For those people that still don't understand, like, living the life you've lived, becoming a seven-figure earner in that industry alone, what would you say to them?
I'd say, you know what? Don't knock it till you try it. And I mean that. I was with you, man. You know, my brother, you know my brother, that's how we met. Big real estate entrepreneur, like beast. He flips like 70 houses a year. And he comes to me with this whole network marketing gig. And I'm doing good financially, man. And my excuse was, this is 95% of people's excuse. I don't have time, if they agree to look at it, okay? Number one is you have negative feedback. My dad used to always teach me, don't ever do that. Don't ever look at them. They're all scams. And you know what's funny? I love my dad. He's my mentor, man, and my number one role model. He's never been in the network marketing company. But it's funny, bro, when I had success, my dad was one of my top earners on my team.
Really?
Which is funny, right? So
Great.
it's funny how that works, but you back up. Don't knock it till you try it. Me, I kept pushing away. I was uneducated. I had no idea that, wow, this is great freedom. And you know what? The negative feedback I get from people is like you said, man, it's a scam, it's a pyramid. You know what's funny about life? And obviously I'll say this till I'm blue in the face. Look at your life. Look at your life right now. You know, at your job, you have the president or the CEO, and then you have the vice president, and this all the way down to maybe the cleaning person. Like that, in my company, in my car dealership, I worked 7 days a week, bro. 7 days a week. I bought and sold cars in my sleep. I would never make more money than my boss. I would never, right? And again, not to say, look at me, in my company, I'm top 12 in the company, bro. There's hundreds of thousands of people. I started from nothing 6 years after this company started. I started from zero, and I worked and chopped my way up. So as far as, I don't care if you're worth $100 million. You know what's funny? I have people on my team worth literally hundreds of millions of dollars that they just love revenue streams of income, man. People laugh at me like, oh, why would you care about an even if it's $1,000 check a month, whatever it is, right? Because guess what? It's $1,000 a month. It's $12,000 a year. That could pay half a car payment if you have a big car, whatever it is. But I tell people, if now again, not please join my company or please join Brian's. Obviously, yes, that's what people want to do. But me, bro, I love anyone that is in the industry. Yeah. I just love that. Like people, even in my company, are like, you've trained teams in this other company? I'm like, yeah, I don't care, because if you're in the industry, you understand what it takes. And again, that building teams, I love, I just breathe of helping people succeed and getting that phone call like, bro, because of you, I paid my mortgage payment, or because of you, maybe my child is at a daycare because I can stay home with him. Whatever it is, man, it's building teams, building confidence, and helping others achieve success. Because here's my favorite part. You cannot achieve 1% of success unless you help others achieve their goals and dreams, and by default, you get where you want. Anybody that talks negative about that, A, you're not in my circle. B, it's just you're just uneducated. I'll keep it at that. You're uneducated about it.
All right, very good. So let's get to one of your latest ventures. I know we spoke, I guess, maybe a month or so ago, and maybe a little longer. And I was very intrigued about one of your latest ventures because the offering, it's not network marketing. Just let's clear the air. First of all, I've never seen anything like it. But why don't you tell us a little bit about what you're doing now, at least that one project?
Absolutely, man. So it's funny, you know, I've been just like you, Brian. I keep comparing because we have the same mindsets, and I love surrounding myself with you, man, because A, you're a positive influence no matter what. B, you want to help people achieve success. But C, you're a guy who's got a guy or girl for everything. I mean, anything you've ever needed. I say this, I got a guy or girl for anything except for drugs. Kids don't do drugs, and parents and adults. So what I'm saying is, it's funny because I refer people out left and right, man. I'm like a human Rolodex, they call it. And it's funny, when I speak, I mentor kids and they're like, what's a Rolodex? You know? And I'm like, oh, all right.
A little bit, man. I know, right?
I know, right? I'm like, I'm a human contact in your phone, right? So right. I just say, I refer people out all the time. I'm just a human networker. That's what I do. So if you're in the area of this area and you need a painter, boom, I got a guy or girl. Here's their card or here's their phone number. So I sat there, and my partner and I, my partner's want to develop this, when he approached me with it, he said, I want your opinion. I want you to look at this. And I was blown away with it because it's what I do every day, but this makes it simple, okay? It makes it simple, and you got to go with the waves of the future, man. You got to go with the waves of the times. So many people are still stuck in that mindset of, well, I was successful when I did this. Yeah, but that was 1993. Imagine if you just went with the times and had that mindset. You would be 50 times more successful, right? Yep. So we developed, my partner developed this, and we started talking about vision on how to make it bigger and what else we can do with it. And dude, very quickly, it has grown into something like, people have never seen before. And I'm proud of and confident about that you've never seen anything like this. You may have seen something maybe, oh, I think I've seen. No, you've never seen anything like this before because A, it's simple. B, I call for me, James Levins. It's dummy proof for James, right? It's dummy proof, right? And it's just an amazing thing for A, entrepreneurs, but B, anybody. If you have a company with employees, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a real estate agent, a car dealer, obviously I'm just using that because that's more my background, but any kind of business, okay,
Network
where
marketer.
you interact. What's that?
Network marketer.
No, network marketer, 100%. Yeah, definitely, absolutely. If you're in network marketing, this is huge because anytime you interact with somebody, you can use this tool. That's it. I say that because especially nowadays, because people might be not out there networking at meetings and stuff still because of the whole craziness going on. But still, it's a great networking tool for whatever background you have or whatever company you're in.
Yep.
So, I mean, we can show it up if you want to start showing
Yeah,
it. Or,
show them what you're talking about. Show them what it is and what it does and how people could benefit from it. That'd be awesome.
definitely. So if you want to share my screen here, I'm not sure if are you able to see my screen?
Not yet.
Okay, let's see. I think you have to make me a.
Yeah, sometimes there's these settings with all the security. You know, it's funny. It's not funny, but last year when a lot of the kids were in school and, you know, you heard these people like Zoom bombing and hopping on and streaming porn and stuff. I know they've really cracked down on the.
While you're looking at that real quick, I just want to tell a 1-minute story while you're doing that.
Yep,
so speaking of that, right? So I fast forward 20 years after I graduate. Really cool story, man. My same high school that told me I'd be a loser all my life, right? They reached out to me and called me and said, hey, would you do us a favor and come at the end of the year, November, and to our year-end assembly and be the keynote speaker on how to, you know, teach these kids, inspire them on how to become successful, right? So I was like, yes, I will. So I go there, I'm on cloud nine. I leave there and all these young kids are like, you know, you changed my life today. And now I understand that I am amazing at life and I can believe in myself and that. So dude, I was on cloud nine. So now I started the Be the Best You movement to help kids, you know, believe in themselves and just inspire them to become the best versions of themselves. So in return, they can share it with the world.
Yep.
And I started this movement. I started speaking at all these schools and sports events and everything. And I had 22 schools lined up. And of course, what happens in April, right? We can't leave our freaking houses. So dude, the whole point of the story is I had to shift my whole mindset and my vision to Zoom. And bro, I have respect for teachers, man. I'm an idiot when it comes to this computer stuff, right? These kids, dude, I'm not going to say exactly what happened. It wasn't good, but they screen bombed me and they stole my screen. And there was some crazy stuff that these kids were doing. Go hang out with kids
They got
like
you,
that.
man. They got you.
Oh, dude, they got me good, bro. So
You should be able to share now. I think I made you a co-host. Give it a shot.
awesome here. Just see. Can you see it at all or no? See my screen here?
Not yet.
Let me hang on, let me do this here. Hang on a second here.
Should pop up. You're a co-host.
Share screen. Ready? There we go. I got it. Okay. So let me know if you can see this right here. All right. There we go. Do you see that?
Here it comes.
Awesome.
Got it. Who's that guy?
So who's that stud? So welcome to InTouchPad. It's by Infone. Our company's Infone, okay? And this is called the InTouchPad, okay? So what it is, and I will say this, I'm going to talk a little smack, have a little fun here. When you network with people, business cards, okay, they're a thing of the past. Now, a lot of people disagree with me, but let me just explain here. I used to go to a lot of networking events, Chamber of Commerce meetings, LaTip, BNI, any kind of networking event, right, that I'd be out and talking to different people about maybe referring. Well, I would leave that meeting with about 40 business cards, Brian. And all those business cards would go in my bag or my pocket or my suit jacket or whatever it is. And when I get home, yes, I would go through them and put them in my phone sometimes, whatever. But a lot of them would end up on my dresser or in my washer because they're in my pocket.
I have
or,
a box in that closet about this big full of cards from over the years. You know, it's
exactly.
like.
And I hate to say this, but unless you're like a Brian Mira who's in your face saying, you must do business with me, remember my face, I did this to you in a good way, then you're not going to remember them. And guess what? The card's going to be lost in the universe.
Yep.
So with this, we named it's called Info, but it's called InTouchPad because stay in touch simply just at the touch of a button, right here on the pad. So it's called InTouchPad. So what we did was we pretty much created, I hate using the word like a virtual business card or like a digital business card, but to keep it simple terms, that's what it is. So the reason I brought it up here on the computer, it's most of the time it's on your phone, okay? But I want to bring it on a computer. So it's not going to be as glamorous on the computer as it is on your phone. So I just want to let everybody know that. On your phone, it's unbelievable. It's a one touch and it's seamless. It's simple. So as you see, that's actually just a screenshot of Brian's card right there. But what I want to show you is, let's say we're talking here at a network event, okay? Normally you would say, hey, James, here's my business card. And I'd say, Brian, awesome meeting you. Here's my business card, okay? Well, now what I say is, hey, Brian, I got your card. That's awesome. Give me your phone or I'm going to send this to you, which is pretty cool because as you can see, let me kind of zoom in here. And I'm going to go to your actual card in a second. But either I can share, copy, and paste right here. You click that, and you can put it in an email. You can put it in a text message, and they just click on the link, and it brings up your card. Or, and I'll bring it up on Brian's card in a second when I actually bring the card up, you just click this little button where it says share via QR code, and the QR code comes up, and you just hone your phone over it, and boom, it pops up. So it's pretty cool how easily this can be shared. Now, Brian, once I share it with you, okay, what you're going to do is you're going to put it on your phone and you're going to want to save it to your home screen. Now, this is really cool. And I will say this. I'm not just kissing your butt here because I'm on your Zoom. You have the baddest icon that we've ever made. And I mean that. I'm going to show you.
I love it, man. It's great.
It's so amazing, man. And I'm just going to, I'll zoom out. So what I do is you hit share or whatever. And whatever phone you have, if it's an Apple, at the bottom, there's a square with an up arrow that you literally click that and click add to home screen. If it's an Android, the top right has 3 buttons that you click, and then you can save it to your home screen there. And Brian, I just want to ask real quick, can you hear my family in there? They're kind of loud. Can you hear anybody?
No.
Okay,
No.
cool. I just wanted to make sure. I got a 14-month-old. She's yelling.
You're good.
So anyway, so this is Brian's actual Pedros. We're going to go in a second, but watch this. When you want to save, you want to make an impact on somebody. I want to remember who you are. So watch this. You just put it in there. And boom, this is your iPhone screen. I have an iPhone. I just took a couple of them and threw them on here as an example. So if you literally zoom in, okay, look how bad Brian's icon is. So obviously we can either do a picture of you with your.
I'm not seeing it yet on my end. It didn't come through yet.
Oh, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Hang on, let me do screen sharing here.
Yeah, it's just the still image.
Okay, hang on a sec, buddy. Let me figure out how to do this here. Share screen. There she is. All right, here, hang on, Brian. Sorry, man. I'm not tech savvy.
That's all good. Are you on a Mac or
new share? Nope, new share. I got it. Here we go.
Got it. Okay. Well, there we go.
Awesome. Can you see that?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So this is just my iPhone screen, okay? And obviously I'm going to zoom in on Brian. So that's your iPhone screen. And as I zoom in here, okay, you see down here, let me back up, and I'll pull Brian's in here. There you go. See, Brian, there's Brian's icon there. So what you can do is you can make an impact on somebody's phone. So here's the deal. Now, some people might say, James, I don't want 7,000 people on my phone. I have too many things already. Well, if you do a lot of business with somebody, okay, and I'm going to explain that in a second, you're going to want them at a one touch. Now, first world problems here, we can A, just go in our contacts and scroll up and whatever, or B, we can go on Google and maybe find their landline if people have landlines, whatever. But this is a one touch. It's one touch. You have Brian's icon right there. And again, if you work for a company like that Century 21 next to him, that's my other buddy. That's his logo at the top. Then we have logos. We have pictures. And there's mine down there. I'm the founder of the Be the Best You movement. So it's pretty cool how we can do any kind of icon that you want. That's up to you. So, Brad, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring your card up here, okay? So now we're doing business together, man. Actually, I'm going to do this, and let me make sure that I can share my screen. Now, you can't see that. Let me share the new screen. There we go. Okay, so can you see that, Brian?
Got it.
Awesome. All right, so now here's Brian's actual info, okay, in touchpad. So that's what it looks like. Again, it's on my computer, so it looks a lot different, but just envision it on your phone, okay? So if you need, I'm going to zoom in a little bit here so you guys can see. Let me zoom in a little bit here. Oh, a little too much. Back up. God, these damn pads are so touchy here.
Right?
Oh, God, there goes too far. Sorry, guys.
It's all good.
All right, here we go. One more. Come on. Anyway, okay, there it is. So now, you want it, you got to get a hold of Brian. You literally click his icon, you click call me, okay? And obviously, I can't do it on my computer, but when you click call me, it goes, his number pops up and you hit call. Hit send a text. You click that, his number pops up, and you can send, and it goes immediately to his text message where you start sending him a text. Send an email, the same thing, goes right to the email, and you start writing your email. Now, the cool thing about Brian is he's an entrepreneur. He has multiple companies, right? So if you click on any of these links here, I'm not going to go through a million of them, but I'll show you. if you click on any of these links here, okay, it goes right to that link, okay? So it's simple for the consumer. So let's say like Brian's got a crazy Facebook page, like a lot of followers, right? So you click visit on Facebook. I'll show you here. And that's my screen here. Now it's going to go to the server here, but it'll normally go right to your Facebook. I don't know what that is. Maybe a pop-up here.
Yeah.
Oh, great. All right.
Oh, sure, on a desktop. Yeah, I saw that earlier.
Oh, great. Anyway, guys, this desktop's horrible. But anyway, it goes to your Facebook, okay? It'll go right to there. And I'll show you on a couple other screens what it does. But like I said, when it's on your phone, you're going to click the button and it goes right there. I hate doing this on a desktop, but we got to do it. So as you can see, he owns multiple companies. You can see all of his websites, his Investor Entourage, his HGH company, his LinkedIn's right there, his Twitter account. All of his stuff is one touch. And at the top here, as you can see, you have little billboards that you can put. Now here, obviously, we just put stuff about Brian and where he spoke with and different companies he's worked with. But, you know, you can put whatever you want. If you own a company and you have some specials that month or some deals, or maybe it's like you're a realtor, your listing of the month, whatever it is, you can put up there. So now I'm going to go, my background's in the car business, okay? The car business is my passion. This is kind of like my industry, okay? So car business, I'm going to switch to my buddies here, okay? And again, the same thing, my buddy Jonathan, he runs a Honda dealership. So same thing where you can literally have any background, any industry. So the cars are my passion. So imagine this. I'm going to be a salesperson here, okay, as a Honda dealer. So Brian, I just sold you a car. Congratulations on your car. Now, normally I would say, you can call me at any time you need, whatever you need, call my cell. Yes, you can still do that. But I got something better for the customer, for you, Brian. Give me your phone or I'll text it to you real quick. We save it to your home screen. You can put the name, the icon of your dealership on the home screen. And now, at one touch of a button, okay, that consumer can call your dealership and the number just pops up. Call my cell, the number pops up. All this. My favorite is right here. Schedule service. Let's see if I can get more pop-ups, Brian. You click schedule service, and boom, it goes right to your service appointment here. You see this, guys? It goes right to how you schedule a service appointment. So it goes right to on your website where it goes. And then you're going to say, hey, James, my friend's looking for a car under 20,000 bucks. You got anything in inventory? Old school James could have said, yes, when I get back to my desk, I'll email you a bunch of cars, but not anymore. Within Touchpad, just say, hey, Brian, you have my business card still, right? Share my card with them, my InTouchPad with them, and have them go ahead and click on pre-owned vehicles. So you click that, and guess what? There's all my cars for sale, man. It's that simple. There's everything right there. And again, I can go till I'm blue in the face, but you see here, you want to fill out a finance application, see our current specials, trade-in value. We have our Facebook, and there's directions. Now, we just made this up top. Rotate and balance, $49.95. We have a special here, okay? So, guys, anything we can put on the top. And that's my buddy that's in the car world. So that's one aspect. Now, I know, Brian, I know you're a beast in the real estate industry. So let's talk about real estate, man. This is actually my favorite because of the way we network. Now, Brian, can you still see this? You see Susan Smith up here?
Yep.
Awesome. So Susan Smith's obviously, she's a beautiful woman, but we made her up. She's not a real person, so don't call her. But actually, she's a real person. This isn't her real car. So anyway, same deal. You're a realtor, okay? When you're a realtor, I have to say this. You literally live with that person until you sell them a house, okay, whatever it is. So now you can either give them your business card and they can call you or put it in their contacts, yes. Or they can save it to their phone. You get your own icon, whether it's your company, if you want to get your real estate company, or your personal picture, which is great too, right? So in one touch, you can click, call our office, call my cell phone, text my phone, send me a message. You see all these right here. Home evaluation, browse listings. I love this too, because a lot of my real estate people that I do business with, they have tips for buyers, tips for sellers, so that they're not getting screwed or so that they have positive confidence when they're going to buy a house. Also, we can add, which is really cool. I know people have FaceTime or Facebook Messenger, video chat, whatever it is. We actually partner with a video chat company where if you're out at a listing and a person lives in another state or whatever, you can literally click video chat, and on the other end, you can chat with them just like you're FaceTiming them, which is pretty cool. That's another feature. Again, visit on Facebook, whatever. Now, Brian, my ultimate favorite about the InTouchPad, why I'm so excited with the vision that we created, is referring people. I want to help others achieve success so that they can be successful, and by default, I get where I want in life, right? So At the bottom of your or anywhere, you can have up to 99 tabs here, which is crazy. I don't recommend having 99, but you can have up to 99 tabs here. On your InTouchPad, if you have somebody you always do business with in a certain industry, you can put their InTouchPad cards on your screen, and I'm going to show you what happens in a second. So you're out, and you have your card, right, Brian, that you gave somebody. It's on their icon. They're going to call you and say, hey, Brian, do you know a painter, or do you know anybody in the mortgage industry, or do you know anybody that does landscaping? You're going to go, absolutely. Now, normally you would go, here, let me share their contact with you through my phone. You go on your phone, do that, or get a piece of paper and a pen. I have my number, or I'll give you the number, right? So there's old school ways of doing it. Well, how about now I say, Brian, you have my InTouchPad, you have my icon on your phone. Just go ahead and scroll down. You need a landscaper? No problem. He's on my InTouchPad screen. You go down to the bottom here and you click landscape. And there he is, Bob Anderson, the landscaper, okay? So here, and this is all about Bob. Bob got an InTouchPad for his business as well. His employees have it, everything. So now you can learn all about Bob's, his clients, choose your plants, project videos, whatever you want. And by the way, guess what? He's smart because he refers people to refer business to him. So at the bottom of his InTouchPad, he has a couple of his referrals. And as you see, it's ABC Realty with Susan Smith. So Brian.
It's sharing back and forth. So it's like, I know I used to teach this in my course, when you're building your network to, become a real estate investor, you're going to have a key team, right? An A team. You're going to have probably one or two realtors. You're going to have an appraiser. You're going to have maybe a traditional lender, maybe a harder private money lender, a title company, an attorney, right? So you can literally link your list, your VIP list, to your card, and then they can do the same with you.
Absolutely, man. And I can even get it one step better if you want. So this is where I come in with the networking, right? With the referral network, okay? So let's say you don't want all of these people on your one card, which is understandable. Let's say you just want a simple 12 button for you, your Facebook, your Instagram, your website, all that stuff. I can create another card for you. That's your A team. So imagine this. Again, real estate. When you sit down, understand this. Your clients are brand new babies and you're the parent, okay? If they're new from out of town, they know nobody. They know nobody in the area. They need contacts, right, for stuff they need in life. What if I told you this? Brian, congratulations on your new house. I'm so happy for you and your family. I just made your life 10 times easier. I know you're new to the area. Give me your phone. I literally saved my icon for my A team on your phone. You click it, and boom, there's James's entire network. Your dog groomer, your painter, your plumber, your carpenter, your car wash guy, your car
detailer. Your favorite restaurant, right?
Your whatever. You can put your favorite restaurant on. Absolutely. They can have it too. I'm telling you, sky's the limit at a one touch of a button. And I'll shift a little bit for networking groups. We've created this. I'm going to scroll up here. So think about this. If you're in a networking group, okay, presidents of networking groups, yes, you go out there and we refer everybody to business. We do it every day. But how about this? Here's the mega. I'm going to talk a little smack. If somebody says, James, do you have a plumber? I say, yes, I do. Here's their card. How many referrals did I just do, Brian? I did one, right? How about this? James, do you have a painter? Yes, I do. Here's my InTouchPad A team. Click it. Now I just handed out all of these referrals, Brian. I just literally gave not just the painter's card. I gave everybody's card. Your electrician, financial guy, flooring, hauling, whatever it is. I just handed out, I'm making a number up here, 25 or 30 cards at a time. Now here's my favorite part. When the electrician hands out their card for the flooring person, just the flooring person didn't get business. Now there's 30 people on the actual InTouchPad that have possible business because everybody that shares it is going to say, you have my A team now in your phone. Anything you need, I have it. So instead of just handing out one card, picture handing out 30 at a time. And oh, by the way, mention my name. Mention my name. They'll take care of you. Mention my name. So, Brian, I could literally sit here for 12 hours, bro. But I know I want to keep this short. But the last thing I'm going to say is this. You see what we can do here. If you own a company with multiple employees, like my brother owns a construction company with 58 employees. He's absolutely out of his mind in my terms, buddy. But he loves it, and he's very successful. If he owns a construction company, so he has the office staff, he has the carpentry team, the concrete team, everybody the roofing team, the plumbing team. If he needs to get a hold of the foreman of the concrete team, right? Yes, he can go on his phone if he has his number, whatever, or he can call the office, have him get a hold of him. Or I make an icon for his company, which we're doing right now. I make an icon for his company. He clicks it. And in these tabs here, it says office staff, carpentry, concrete, electrical, whatever it is. He clicks it, and boom, there's all of his employees with their own cards. And he clicks on them, he can call them at a touch of a button. Car dealerships, if you own multiple dealerships, you can literally have all of your dealerships at the touch of a button. You need to get a hold of the general manager at your BMW store. Click your icon. It'll say Audi, BMW, Cadillac. Click BMW, and then it'll say management, sales, parts, service. Click management, and there's your general manager. And again, it sounds complicated, but it's at a touch of a button. So, Brian, to end it, sky's the limit what we can do. It's an amazing tool, especially for real estate, for the auto industry. And I just say for anything that you want to do, because when you literally think about, and we could do many, many different languages too. We can do any kind of language you need. If you want to speak Spanish or anything else, we can do whatever you need. Just ran in here.
Hey.
So, yeah. That's the network marketing. I just stay home with her.
Stop the screen share so we get a better picture of her.
Oh, I'm sorry, bro. Here, let me pull this in here. Stop.
She looks like a cutie. I can't really see her though. There she is.
Say hi. Good morning. Yeah, but this is my baby, Alexandra Grace.
Nice.
She does my Zooms all the time.
Right.
But yeah, but like I said, Bryce, sky's the limit, man, on what we can do with this. But it's a great tool for your company. It's a great tool for if you're an entrepreneur, for any kind of business to business, people to people. Okay. But yeah, we can definitely hook you up.
So what is, if somebody wanted to get one of these, what is the pricing? What is the cost?
Great question, man. So we made it very cheap for people, okay? And I'll give you an example. My business cards, I fixed stock, my pictures on the front, all my stuff. I paid $275 for 1,000. We changed the name of my company last year, and we changed the name of my company last year. And guess what I had to do? I had to get all their business cards, right?
Yep.
Well, now it's a one-time annual fee of $149. You can make as many changes as you want. So if you want an individual card, it's $149 for the year, okay? Right. And again, if you change anything, we can do whatever you want. If you have multiple, we have like tier programs where if you have 50 or 100, like a car dealership just took 50 of them. And here's the cool part. Let's say somebody, car dealerships, they have a turnover of salespeople. I hate to say that, but it's the industry. So you're going to buy 1,000 cards for that salesperson. Let's say they don't want to work there anymore a month later. Guess what you do with those cards, Brian? You throw them away.
Yep.
With us, we figured out, how about you do this? You buy a block of 50 InTouchPad cards. And when that person, goes to a different place, a new person comes in, all we do is take their name, their picture off of it, and their email address, and everything else is pretty replicatable. And we just put them in there. So you have a block of 50. So for them, reach out to me for pricing, and Brian will give you the link and stuff like that. But it's $149 for an individual card. But if you have tiers of 50 or 100 or even 500, we can definitely get that price down a lot for you.
Awesome, man. And guys, what I'm going to do is, so we're recording this Zoom. It's not a live in the sense of like a Facebook Live, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload this to YouTube so we have an actual link, and then I'm going to put that everywhere. I'm going to put it in my different Facebook groups, because that's the thing, James, I was telling you, like, I run numerous Facebook groups. I have one for my network marketing, health and wellness company. I have one just for real estate investors. I have one for agents, on and on and on. So I have numerous groups that I'm going to share this video in. And what I'll do is I'll put the link below the description in YouTube, and I'll also post it in Facebook. And and this way we can get the word out, because, it's one of those things, it's $149, guys. It's $150 for the year. So it's not like, it's $100 a month or $50 a month. It's one time. And when he showed me this, first of all, when he's telling me about it, I'm like, dude, that's insane. I love it. And when it was done, and I'll show you right here, when I saw, not that I'm egotistical or anything, but when I saw my
that a little bit. There
my
it is
mug,
right there.
You see it on the bottom of my phone, I'm like, I love it.
Yeah,
so
amazing.
It was awesome. And he's like, I said, dude, I have a big network that spans many different industries. A lot of my friends actually are in the car business. We have some mutual friends in that business. And but I really think for the realtors, man, I really think for real estate investors, real estate agents, this is going to be huge. And obviously it goes without saying, network marketers, regardless of what they're marketing, a service, a product, because instead of, again, pulling out a card, and I run, many different companies. So I literally have all these different cards. Well, now they're all here. They're all
right. How about this with network marketing? Again, same thing, man. Like, let's say you're selling products, whatever it is. Obviously, you're going to give them your link to go to that page, right? Well, if you have a product of the month that you love in your company, we can make a link right to your site so that it's seamless, it's simple. And again, I know people know how to, maybe scroll through your website and stuff, but how about this? Hey, product of the month, boom, click it. It goes right to that product in 2 seconds to your customer. And that's what I said. Anything you want. We can do different products on different pages, but as long as you have some kind of an online presence, your Facebook, your Instagram, your LinkedIn, your website for your products, whatever it is, we can literally link it right to there so that they're not scrolling, they're not Googling for your number, nothing, Brian. Make it serious. But yeah, for network marketing, man, for anything. And then you can do even an A team for network marketers if you're your top performers. You can put them in your A team and stuff. Sky's the limit, bro. Sky's the limit.
Man. Well, let's close with this. I know, and I just found this out the last time we spoke, or maybe it was a month ago when I got back from Italy. What you're doing with the kids, I think, is amazing. First of all, you come in from the, fifth in your class, but the bottom, and now actually being a motivational speaker for kids. And obviously, you're doing the best you can now with everything kind of being still shut down. But,
yeah,
for the people watching this, I always like to end, our interviews, our talks, whatever you want to call it, with the guest, an entrepreneur, a serial entrepreneur like me, 7-figure earner.
Yep.
What would you like to leave people with? One final tip or piece of advice?
Believe in yourself. I say that it sounds easy, but you know what? I always tell people all the time, if you don't believe in yourself, you're never going to get out of your little comfort zone. I call it the comfort zone because so many people they just settle, bro. They just settle. Like, you know what? Maybe I was put on this earth just to sit in this corner over here and just kind of like be like a little puppy dog. No, you have greatness inside of you. You need to figure out where it is, pull it out, and just blast it all over the world. My favorite thing to say is, though, because, in entrepreneurship and anything in life, man, people, no matter what, are going to try to drag you down. 100%. People, and it's not you. It's nothing to do with you. They hate themselves. They're upset with themselves. I always say this to any students that I mentor, adults, any kind of business that I speak with, anything. I say, unless they are where you want to be in life, unless they have what you want, their opinion means zero. Put yourself in their shoes, right? Is that where you want to be? If the answer is no, forget it. And if you just have that confidence, again, I'm very thankful my parents. Again, I can't say I came from a broken home. I came from an amazing household. My parents were amazing and my family's awesome. But they always used to teach us. It starts with believing in yourself, set your goal, come up with your game plan, and take action. And don't ever give up until you get it. And if you fail at your goal date, you never failed if you learn from it, because the next time you set that same goal, you're 85% closer to crushing it. So go out there, live your best life. Do not settle. If you hate where you are in life, look at somebody that is where you want to be in life. Walk up to a guy like Brian and say, bro, I want your lifestyle. I appreciate who you are in life. How did you do it? And 9.9 out of 10, unless they're just into themselves, will say, let's have a cup of coffee or let's have a phone call, and I'd be happy to share it with you. But go out there, set your goals, crush it, and live your dreams. Never settle. Life is way too short. You could go to sleep tonight and not wake up tomorrow. So I appreciate you guys. Brian, you're the man, dude. I've loved surrounding myself with you, man. And I just appreciate you. And again, it's not just a business relationship. We're like brothers. And that's why I said anybody that has my mindset is family to me. And I'm so, so thankful to have you in my circle, man. Appreciate you.
Well, I appreciate you coming on today. And that was a fantastic way to end this. So guys, hopefully, if you were paying attention, I know you got some value out of this. Definitely check out the in card. I'm using it. I showed you it's on my phone. It's awesome. Yeah. Whenever I come across something, A, that I could help the creator of spread the word, and B, get it out to my network, I'm going to do it. So with that being said, look around this video. If it's on YouTube or social, wherever you're looking, there will be a link so you can check it out, get your own card, and get in touch with James. So on that note, take care, guys. Until the next time, have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. See you guys.